Yo, what is up guys? It's Myth here. And in today's video, I wanted to go over and talk to you guys about something that's probably a little long overdue. And I wanted to talk about what happened to my career. I want to break it down. I want to talk about the past. I want to talk about the present. I want to talk about the future, all with you guys, because I think this is like a question that I get a lot. It's like, yo, what happened, Myth? Like, what's going on? Why do you have this many viewers at this point versus this point? What is going on? So I feel like this would be a good video to help us all get it back on the same page again and to understand where we're at, where we're going, and where we were. And to start off, we're going to go to the very beginning. We're going to go to the beginning of time to figure out the start of this story and to essentially put together the puzzle pieces that make me who I am today. So hop aboard here. As you guys could see, we're on Twitch Tracker. And if you guys didn't know, I started streaming the week of November 18th, 2016. So November 2016 is when I started streaming, which means I've been at it for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Shit, dude, I've been at it for 6 years now and going, which is kind of crazy to think that I've been streaming for this fucking long. But the first game that I started with was Paragon. Paragon was a third-person MOBA game that Epic Games was developing. It was kind of like their little game baby as a studio before Fortnite came out, and they learned a lot of really interesting lessons. I had a lot of cool clips from there, and I actually had like some viewers here from playing that game. Like some of these weeks, I would almost hit 100 viewers. I had 70 here. 30, obviously some weeks are better than others. Usually I averaged around 40 to 70 viewers, I would say, while playing and streaming Paragon. And this is actually all while I was in high school. So for those that don't know, I used to stream in my room, go to school, go to work. I used to work at a coffee shop, Tim Hortons. Shout out to all the Canadians out there. And then I used to get back home and I used to play Paragon. I used to stream and that's what I wanted to do. And I challenged myself to stream almost every day of every year of my senior year of high school. And I think I accomplished a challenge sometime after that. But yeah, we did it. We did 364 days, streamed every single day of the year. And we played a lot of Paragon. That was kind of our game. But then something happened. Something creeped up. And then Fortnite came out around September of 2017. And this is already now that I've graduated high school and around May/June. So the, kind of creeping into the winter or fall, Fortnite drops and we start playing Fortnite. And from that moment onward, I think everybody knows this part of the story. We kind of take off. Like immediately we have like a minor viewer drop. We have like 35 average viewers or whatever. But we then, if you just look here week by week, the average viewer count just stacks up. 1.7K, 2.7K, 3K, 4K, 13K, probably got a host, 8K, 7K, 10K, 11K, 12K. And the shit just kind of gets out of control. And that was a really interesting experience for me as a streamer and for somebody that's wanted to do this as a living, because I don't think the most trajectory for streamers out there is you kind of grind, you kind of get your moment, and then you start ramping up slowly until you kind of build your audience, and you do that over a long period of time. But for me, that happened over a period of what? Like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, over 7 months. In less than a fucking year, we basically became an internet sensation. And that was great. That had a lot of, that was cool as fuck. I appreciated those moments without a doubt. Loved the fact that I was able to be part of kind of like a part of gaming history in such a big way. I don't know, that's kind of how I view it. Fortnite's a very great, it's gonna go down in the books as one of the greatest games of all time, I think. And it's cool that I was able to be a part of the community in the way that I was. And I'll always cherish those moments, even if we aren't at the viewership or at the level of popularity that we're at now, which is a perfect segue, because following my Fortnite journey, by the way, like every like partially purple box here is a day streamed, and you could see all the way for like almost 6 fucking years here straight. There isn't like a lot of chunks of days off. I think some days maybe you gotta take like half a week or like some full weeks, but it's not like that consistent here, which is pretty interesting to like map out here as well. But anyways, furthermore, we play Fortnite, we have a good time, but then we need to obviously map the decline here. What happened, Myth? The thing that you guys are probably all curious about. What caused the decline in viewership? Why do I have the amount of viewers I do now? and just, what happened. And I'm gonna show you exactly what happened here. I think there's a bit of a more interesting chart here that I think will help here, and it's the viewers, the stream time dynamic. But this little chart here, I think illustrates things in a pretty cool manner. So far, you have this time. This is the Fortnite era. This is our peak. We come down, and what caused this decline? What caused this initial descent in the community and in viewership? And genuinely, I think the main contributors to this were me not being able to keep up and kind of hold that position as being the Fortnite guy and being like successful and competitive. As you guys know, like I got a pretty laughable competitive history in Fortnite. I didn't do well. And there are a lot of things that have to do with that. One of them being I was young, man. I was 18 when all this was going on. I was super young, 18 or 19. And I was arrogant. I got cocky. I had all this success, and I was like, I'm the man. I'm doing this. I'm doing it my way, and this is great. But when that happens, if you don't have the right, I'm not gonna say the right people around you, but if you're in a position where like you're just an arrogant ass teenager and you're getting all this success, it's gonna be easy for that success to slip out of your hands. I feel like if you're not genuinely looking at yourself in the mirror and being like, hey, how could I improve? Who should I be listening to? How could I get help to keep this going? And that's kind of who I was. That's like a personality flaw in me though. And hopefully that's something you guys could learn from if you're ever in that position, or if you end up being a content creator, as so many people want to be nowadays. I personally was the type of person where I never wanted help. I never wanted to have to rely on somebody else for the answers. And it's funny that I phrase it that way, because I think even just by hearing me say it, I could see how toxic that type of perspective on life is. They're like, help is reliability.
And I don't want to be reliant on anyone. I want to be self-sustaining and do it all myself.
Like that's such a toxic way to go about being somebody in this world and trying to be successful. Nobody does it all theirself. 18-year-old me, if I could go back and tell myself a lesson, it would be that. It's okay to get help. It's okay to get a coach. It's okay to get another pair of eyes to help you. And I genuinely think if I was a little bit less arrogant and was more accepting to help, I probably would have not had this decline that we see here throughout, August, September, into early 2019. But with that being the case, we had a decline in viewership. It happened. I had a really rough time dealing with, the public words and public perspective, and being someone in this industry. You have, at the caliber that I was, there's a lot of people that have their opinions, and as much as you try to not let it get to you, it got to me, man. There are a lot of moments where I would be sitting, staring at the fucking go live button, and I would just cry. I would really break down, because I knew that right as soon as I go live, I was gonna get shit on. I was gonna be told to kill myself. I was gonna be told that I'm worthless and that I should quit. And I really tried to keep the competitive dream going for a long time. I mean, a lot of you guys even know that, like, I kept playing competitively when like Daquan and Hamlins were like, we're gonna go content, because that's genuinely like what mattered to me. I wanted to be the fucking best at this game, but I just didn't know how to do it. But it's not all that bad of a thing, right? I'm still greatly appreciative to the success that I had, and the success that I still have today. And without my past, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. And I genuinely think going through the highs and the lows genuinely made me a better person at the end of the day. Having everything and then getting it taken away from you, or not taken away from you, but like you losing it at your own hand, is such a humbling experience. And I am kind of happy that it happened. I'm able to sit in a position that not many streamers get the opportunity to live in, where I've seen the highest highs and I've kind of seen the lowest lows throughout this industry. And I think that's really valuable and helps keep me grounded in this industry moving forward. But yeah, moving forward from Fortnite decline, somebody may be like, okay, what happened after that? Fortnite didn't work out for you anymore. The viewership kind of declined. By the way, I still have like 5,000 fucking viewers when I fell off, and like when my viewership declined, and I'm still able to make a living off of this shit. So this video, I just want to like put things into context and to frame everything. That's fucking crazy. Like that's a lot of fucking viewers. Even when I'm at a moment or point where, you know, the viewership, you know, from people's perspective, I fell off or I'm a dead streamer or whatever, I'm still able to make anybody can make a living off that amount of viewership, which I think is very important to say. I just kind of want to get that off my chest because it's kind of ridiculous to think and look back and be like, man, I was going through a severe depression when I had 4K viewers or 5K average viewers in this period of time. It's just like so fucking crazy to think about. But moving onward from that moment, so now we're in this lull period where we're kind of trying out different games. And here, I could go to the other chart here, and I want to take a focus on, you know, the games that I started playing. I think at this moment in time, I really started to like mess around with the idea of playing different games, kind of in like May, January 2019, leading into 2020. See some Minecraft in there, Apex, Overwatch. I'm kind of trying out different things, trying to see what I like, kind of lost. But then Call of Duty Modern Warfare comes out, and I actually start grinding that quite a bit. And my viewership was actually climbing a bit when I was doing that. I was one of the first streamers to actually convert to streaming Warzone, even if it was only for like 2 weeks, and then Valorant dropped. So I was playing Warzone. Hold up, where is it? I was playing Warzone and Fortnite, Warzone and Fortnite, Warzone and Fortnite, kind of mixing it into the schedule. And then, yeah, here's the moment where I go, hey, I'm gonna play Warzone. Grind for like maybe like 2-3 weeks, and then Valorant drops. And then I see a bunch of success again. As you can see here, 70K average viewers, you know, 40, 30, multiple weeks, 10K plus throughout that. And I think this is an important part to kind of talk about in my career because it was a moment where I really transitioned over to another game for a long period of time, and I found success, which is really, really awesome. We had our Coach Myth persona through Valorant, which was me doing watch parties and kind of representing and rooting for TSM in a character that was loved by a lot of people. And I have people come up to me all the time and they're like, hey, Myth, you helped me out big time during college, during COVID, when I wasn't able to go outside. Coach Myth was fucking hilarious. And I really appreciate you, being there every weekend for me, or not, just being there for them every weekend and entertaining and kind of helping people get their mind away from COVID, which is an invaluable compliment to me. Like, I think I genuinely, as a content creator now, I love the fact that I could help make moments that people could attach to for like long periods or periods of their life. I think that's super valuable, and I think that's something that I genuinely seek out to try to do more of. But anyways, back to this shit. So we start playing Valorant some more. We're playing Valorant. Viewership's looking good, blah, blah, blah. Among Us comes out. There's a little moment where Among Us and Fall Guys comes out. We play that, and still we're like averaging regularly like 5+ K viewers a month, which is all good and dandy. We play Rust, yada, yada, yada. And then this is really just Valorant. Like, Valorant's our main game at this point, and we're kind of just pushing through and playing Valorant at around 5 to 7K viewers average a month, which is awesome. Then moving forward, we start playing just kind of whatever the fuck we want. I mean, I ended up playing Halo Infinite, back to Valorant, started playing Apex, League of Legends on stream. And then this kind of just leads up to our transition at YouTube. And I think I had around 2,000 to 4,000 viewers average when I was switching over to YouTube. But yeah, that was our past. But now we're here, and I'm done looking at the past, and I'm done kind of looking at what happened beforehand and where I was as a content creator before. And so where we're at now is a really important thing that I want to talk about, because I feel like I'm more motivated than ever to make content and to do things and to try different shit out. And I think that's ultimately where I want to be. Moving over to YouTube is something that happened recently. And if you don't know, I stream on YouTube almost every day, besides Monday usually. It's my day off. Every single day, or 6 days a week for like 6 to 8 hours. We're live streaming on YouTube, and that's because I got signed over to YouTube to stream on their platform. That entire transition for me honestly feels like I'm hitting a reset button. I've kind of like glitched the matrix of streaming. I've had all this success and everything, but now I get to really work from the ground up and rebuild the community that I feel like I never got the opportunity to build. A lot of the people that watch me for Fortnite, and maybe you're someone that was there in the past, watch me because I was the Fortnite guy. I was crazy. I was cracked at the game or whatever. But a lot of people then didn't necessarily watch me for who I was, or were there long enough to learn about who I was, because that period of time was only for about a year, if that, where I was, dominating Fortnite or whatever. But now I'm in a position where I could play the games I like, and we're playing single player and story games on stream and just kind of trying to be more entertaining, because I really genuinely do have a good time when I'm able to help other people have a good time. And I would love for every single one of you guys to be a part of that. But yeah, this is what happened to my career, and this is where my career is going to be going. I am super excited and thrilled to be given an opportunity where I could engage with a brand new audience of people that may or may not have watched my content before. And even if you have watched my content before, you being able to come back and be like, hey, this is a different myth. This is a different guy. I'm 4 years older than I was when Fortnite took off, or 4 or 5 years older, honestly, now, depending on when you started watching me. And I would love to get the opportunity to entertain you again. I'm in a secure and happy position to where I feel like I'm able to do that. And even if you don't swing by, I just want to give a big thank you to those that watched me in the past and helped really change my life, man. Thank you guys for everything. Without your help and support at one time throughout some period of my career, I wouldn't be in the position I am today, and I wouldn't be as motivated as I am today. So thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Yeah, man, I just really hope this video helps answer some questions for a lot of people out there that have kind of wondered where I've been or where I've gone, and allows us to kind of gift wrap our story and move on from the past and look well into the future. That's all, everybody. Take care of yourselves, take care of those around you, and as always, keep believing.